Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel Help Desk Technician. We help you providing solutions to different problems. In this video, I will show you how to fix this error you might get while installing Microsoft Office 2021 or LTSC 2021 or any perpetual based installation. So the error is 0-2035 or 0-2054. Before proceeding further, I would like to say watch this full video to know how to fix this error. We will be giving you some quick easy steps to perform. So this is one of the most weirdest error you would have ever seen while installing any of the Microsoft Office products. This is terrible error message. I mean, the error says check your internet connection. Obviously we are connected to the internet, and then it says do you have enough free space on your main hard drive? Seriously? I mean, we have tons of space available. So I got this error when I was trying to install Office 2021. Also, please note that some of the users might not get this error, but this one while installing Microsoft Office products, particularly 2021 or LTSC. So the error is this product can't be installed on the selected update channel. Please contact your system administrator or try again. Note that sometimes the instructions given on the error screen are not correct or relevant, but yes, most of the time it does. Whether you get this error or this one, so you have to follow the same steps that I'm going to share shortly in this video. Thank you. Okay, so in order to get rid of the error 2035 or 2054, you have to make sure certain actions need to be taken prior to run the actual setup or apply a real solution. Or you can say that there are certain pre-checks you have to apply before applying a real solution, which I'm gonna tell you after this step. So again, in this step, uh, there are 6 pre-checks, uh, like which you have to make sure these steps should be taken, should be validated prior running to the actual setup or moving towards the actual solution. Alright, so let's see one by one. Again, note that I am having Windows 10, so you might have Windows 11. So again, the settings which I'm gonna tell you, like how to apply these checks, I'm gonna tell you the location. So the same way you can use these things on Windows 11. So let's move towards the first step, which is uninstallation of previous version of Office. So again, if you don't have installed any previous version of Office, you don't need to check that. But since I'm running a previous version of Office, so I do need to check, and I do need to uninstall them before installing the latest version, because this will gonna affect the actual setup installation. So in order to do that, the quickest way is to just press window key plus R, and it will gonna take you over here in the run menu, and then you have to type a double p dot w awpwiz.cpl. Alright, so this is the shortcut to program and features, or either you can go to control panel or click on the program and features. This will take you to the same window over here. So for instance, if I have to install the Office 2021 or LTSC 2021, so I have to first uninstall the previous version of Office, Microsoft Office. So in this case, let's suppose if I am having 2007 Office, so I have to first uninstall that. So this is the Office which current version which I am having. It's a um, bit old version, so I have to uninstall that again. This is done. The first step, the first pre-check is done, and then there is find and delete the Office folder from app data. So this is also an important check. Let me tell you a bit about app data. So app data is basically a kind of folder that may have program cache or cache, and that may have app settings, or it may have temporary files or app configuration files. So it is necessary to delete all these associated files to Microsoft Office prior to install or launch a new setup of Office 2021 or MS LTSC 2021. So in order to check the second point, we have to we have to copy that again. Press from your keyboard Windows plus R, Windows and R, not plus. So, or you can manually go to the run menu by doing this, and then you have to paste app data in this way, and then you have to hit enter. Alright, so it will appear this screen, and now you have to go to the Microsoft folder, and then you have to find Office. So ideally you will see a folder named Office, so you have to delete that, and this way the second point is also done. The third point is check your date and time. So date and time should be valid, and it should match your current geographic, like in which country you are living. It should match to that country settings. This is also an important check. And the fourth point is check your firewall settings. It should be turned off. So in order to check the firewall, you just have to go to control panel. So then you have to click on Windows Defender Firewall, and then you have to click this. So by default it should be on, so this way you have to turn these option off, and then you have to click OK. Alright, so uh, again there is one thing I need to tell you, that uh, like by default you will see icons of control panel this way, so you can click on large icons, and then you will have the same icon settings like I have. So this is gonna be easy for you to locate particular things. Alright, so the fifth point is turn off your antivirus protection for some time. So if you have any antivirus installed, pause this protection, and let's assume that actual installation might take less than 40 minutes or so, so we can pause it for some time. So since I'm using antivirus Avast, so I already did the pause thing. So let's say assume it would take not more than 40 minutes, so let's pause it for an hour. So this is the fifth point, which is also done. Now the sixth point is turn off any proxy settings from the internet settings. Alright, so again go to your control panel, and then you have to click internet options, and then you have to click connections, and then you have to click on LAN settings. When you click on that, ideally it should be this way. So for instance, if you are using any proxy, so there would be any IP address there, like this way. So if you find uh, the settings like this, or if you find anything like IP is inserted this way, you just have to uncheck that prior to running the actual setup that I'm gonna tell you in the next step. uh, Make sure that there should not be any proxy settings running onto your system. So the thing is that uh, the chances are high that we might not have the offline installation setup. We might have to download the installation files from the Microsoft site. So if you're gonna run the proxy settings, it could affect our download for the actual files. So uh, these are the checks we have to make sure. Uh, so in the next step, I'm gonna tell you the actual solution which gonna um, which gonna override the problem that you are facing, the errors we have seen, which are 2035 and 2054. Now assume that once you have applied all these checks, you have to restart your system in order to move to the new next step. So just go to this and restart your system. Now it's time to see what steps do we need to take to install the LTSC 2021 or Office 2021. First step is to download the Office Deployment Toolkit. So for that you have to type google.com and then you just have to type download ODT. Now it's the first link you have to click on, and this is the right page. You have to click download. Okay, now you have to go to that file. You just have to cut that, and for that you have to create one folder. Let's say name it as install and paste that file over here. Now run that file, click yes, continue, and you have to select the same folder that you have created for, which is in our case install ms 2021. Click OK. Okay, now after doing that, a couple of files you can see over here, and these all are XML files, and then there is a setup file. Now on the second step, what we need to do is we have to visit this URL, which is config.office.com. So when you hit enter that, in the second step we're gonna have to create our own XML file. So as you can see, there are a bunch of XML files over there after when we have extracted the ODT. So uh, again, we don't need this XML file, we can delete that, and since we are going to run this setup for the x64-bit environment, so we're gonna delete 86, and then that's the enterprise XML document file, which is no longer required because we have to generate our own XML file from this URL. Okay, now we have to create a new configuration. Please follow the steps that I will be selecting on this page. Okay, so again, it's again 64-bit you have to select, and then you have to select, since we are going to select do the installation for LTSC standard 2021, so we have to select this one, or we can also go with professional plus, but for this installation I'm going with LTSC standard 2021. Alright, and now then again we are not going with any of the Visio or project, so we don't need to select. Also, there's one thing I need to explain a bit. In case if you are interested to run the license based or volume based and usage based setup together, you can do that as well. For instance, if you have purchased a license for Project 2021 as a one-time purchase and you want to run this along with your usage-based setup or subscription, that is Office 365 apps, then from there you can select Project Professional 2021. Alright, so this is also possible. So from there you have selected this, and then you have selected this. But in our case, since we only want to install LTSC, so I'm gonna select over here none. Alright, and we don't need any additional products. So after then the update channel will remain the same, and we have to select the version that should be latest, and these apps are as fine. Now we have to select next, and then select the primary language, which is in our case is English United States, and we don't need any additional languages. We don't any proofing tools. We have to click next, and then yes, we have to download this setup from the CDN, which is fine. And yes, we want to show the installation to the user. We have to click next, and then uninstall any MSI. That's particularly not required, because we already did the uninstallation part in the pre-checks steps. So in our case the KMS is fine. Later if we want to add the key, we can do that after the installation. We have to click next. We have to leave the blank, and now we have to click on finish. Okay, so this is the preview of configured settings, and now it seems all fine to me. Now we have to click export. Okay, now you have to click on this option. It says choose to option to set the user's default for Word. This PowerPoint to file. Okay, you have to click OK. You have to accept that, and we have to name the file. Configuration underscore office underscore 2021. Now we have to click export. So this is our file. I'm just doing cut and then paste it in the same folder which we have created. Alright, now we are not gonna use this file, because when you gonna open it, so So basically it's all about the XML. I'm not going into the details because that would be a bit more technical. So as you see, the XML file that is downloaded by default is this file. So we don't want to install Pro Plus 2021, so that's why we had to create our own XML file, which we already did that, and I just explain you how to do it by visiting config.office.com, right? So for now, we can delete this file. We can delete this file as well. Okay. Now, as a second step, what we need to do is to open the command prompt, and again you can do is go on the run menu and then type command, and it will open a command prompt. So again I have to go to that folder, install ms 2021, and I have to find that folder. So again I have to go into my desktop, which is created on the desktop. So here I can see that. Now here I am in that folder. Again I have to run one command. Please see this step very carefully. We have to run one command, and through this command we will gonna download the offline installer, complete offline installer from the CDN, which is Content Delivery Network. Alright, so the command is setup.exe space / download, and then I have to select the configuration file. For that I can use tab on the keyboard, which is this. So I'm going to hit enter, just seeing the command if it's looking fine. Yeah, the command is good. Okay, now I will do the hit enter. Okay, as you can see, you can notice that a new folder is created. Name is office. So after when I hit enter, right after entering the complete command, a few new folders created. Name office. So what I have to do is I have to keep checking the size, and this size will keep on increasing. Alright, so you have to keep checking that with time to time. Now it says 19 MB on disk. Again I have to, as you can see, the size is increasing. Now it's 247 MB on disk and the actual size is 50 MB. Alright, now let's wait for a while. Since we have executed this command from the command prompt, and after that when we press hit enter, it will not gonna give us uh, some notice that how much is completed and how much is left. So there is no such notification. So we have to keep checking through this way. So now it's 274 MB. Okay, the one thing is that I already have downloaded uh, earlier, so it will be of 1.84 GB. So we have to wait, like, if it fully downloads all the data for us. So now, as you're gonna see, it's 1.56 GB. We have to wait a bit more. It's it's keep on increasing size. We have to wait. Okay, now you can see that the cursor is on now another line, and it seems like all of the files have been downloaded. Now you can see it's 1.84. Alright, now our download is finished. Now the next command, in order to initiate the installation, we have to run the next command, which is setup.exe space forward slash, then configure, then you have to click tab and locate the same XML file that we has used while downloading. Alright, so in our case that's the configuration office 2021. We have to hit enter. So we have to click yes. Now the setup has started. As you can see, the setup has started, and it will install all the files like Excel, Word, PowerPoint, Outlook, OneNote, and others that we have selected. As you can see, we didn't get any error while doing the installation through this way. The error which was 02054 or 02035. So I am sure the steps which I have given you are really um, easy to way, easy to go. So our installation is in progress. Let me tell you one thing more. So when you go on your Office 365 tenant, particularly in the admin center, uh, you might get error, this error 02054 or 02035, and through which you can get through when you initiate the setup. Click to run setup from your product section. So whenever, like, you if you have purchased some office version, and when you're gonna click on that and you try to download the file, so through that way, chances are high you're gonna get the error 02054 or 02035. So second, uh, if you're gonna download the setup from this way, like when you go on your Office 365 tenant and when you click on the install Office and Office 365 apps, mostly times user might get this error through this way. So the best way is that if you gonna get this error, you have to do the steps which I have explained in this video. So this way things will be easy for you and you won't get the error. So here you go, you are all set. Office install now. Click close, and now you can also close this window command prompt, and now we are going to run our work. So guys, this is really great. We have successfully installed Office 2021. Click no. Okay, so uh, without any errors, this is all for now. I hope you liked the video and found these steps very easy to apply. Thanks for watching this video, and please don't forget to subscribe my channel and like the video. Thank you.